I am going to,
I want to eat some Arby's. I will.
Go get you. They have the meats. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike.
I'm Nick.
We're the Brothers Murph, and we are returning to the Game House for some Skara Brae from Garfield Games, who are sponsoring this playthrough.
Thank you, Garfield, indeed.
Thank you so much for that. Skara Brae is on crowdfunding right now.
Not right now, soon.
Soon. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're early.
And we're a little early, indeed.
Exclusive.
It'll be there with Anarchy as well.
Yes,
yeah.
There will be in the link in the description for you to follow that before it launches.
You can follow it now.
Yeah. Do follow it now. You can click on that. That's what I was going for there. This is a game where we are kind of in the Neolithic era, building up our kind of early civilization, and kind of really trying to manage our resources and trying to make sure we have enough things on hand without hoarding too much stuff and causing problems for ourselves as we kind of draft cards and then use our workers and do worker placement stuff.
Indeed. So we're going to go through an overview of Skara Brae. Again, make sure to check out Garfield Games down in the description below. Make sure to subscribe while you're at it. Let's get in that overview.
In Skara Brae, players aim to manage their resources in order to feed, clothe, and provide shelter for their growing number of settlers. Each round will consist of 3 turns where players draft a card, adding it to their player area, and then they may make use of their workers to take actions in order to furnish, trade, cook, upgrade their action tiles, and more. There will be a plethora of resources to help you, but managing these resources will be critical. Each turn, players will consult the turn order tile. The player whose disc is on top of the stack is up, and they have 2 options. They can move their disc up in order to pass, taking their turn later, but giving them better turn priority next. The other option is to move your disc to the right and take a card. There are 4 types of cards you can collect. Stone balls will give you 1 scale knife for each stone ball you have, including this one you just collected. Any resources gained must immediately go into your storage on your player board. More on that in a moment. Players can collect a roof card, which will help pay for the settlers you collect, and utensils will provide 1 hide and increase the strength of your hearth while helping you produce less midden. Each of these cards are worth 2 points at the end of the game, and they will go under the left side of your player board. The last type of card you can draft is settlers. Settlers will go under their environment, which will be the matching gather action on the action tiles to the right of your player board. When drafting a settler, you must always harvest. To harvest, count the amount of environment icons you have collected, and for each you will take one of the resources shown here. You must take these resources fully. You can add scale knives to count as additional environment icons, allowing you to harvest even more resources. The bottom of each settler card shows an optional action you can do, and these may give you additional resources, allow you to trade some resources for another, or to harvest from a different environment type. Anytime you gain resources, you must collect them all and add them to your storage. If you run out of room, simply move your slider to the right to make space. The more resources you collect, however, may cause you to produce midden, which can take up space and can't be spent. You could also lose points at the end of the game if your slider is still too far over to the right. We'll talk about how to clear midden out in a moment. Once you've selected your card and carried out its effects, it's time to use your workers. Here you can place your workers on various action tiles. Each player has the same 9 action tiles, with the 10th being a unique action that only they can do. The first action is Furnish, which will require you to pay wool or hides in order to move up the Furnish track. Moving up this track will increase the value of the settlers you collected in the game. Next, you can Cook. It's important to feed your people, so here you can turn in an animal resource to produce food, hides, and bones depending on what you cook. Next up is the Craft action. This allows you to upgrade your actions. Each action tile shows 2 resources and a beige banner that you can pay in order to flip over that action tile. This makes the action more powerful, and each upgraded action is worth 2 points at the end of the game. The Clean action is where you can deal with all this midden you've created. When taking the Clean action, you'll turn in different resources from those shown on the action in order to get cleaning actions. With each Clean action, you can either remove a midden from your storage, or you can move your slider 1 space to the left. This is important as this is the only way to remove midden, and each midden in your storage at the end of the game loses you a point. Doing the Clean action will also provide you with a roof card. The next action is Trade, and it requires you to turn in sets of the same resource in order to move up the trade track. Additionally, you can pay a scale knife when trading in order to collect the animal of the space you moved into on the trade track. You will score points shown on the trade track at the end of the game. The 4 basic actions on your bottom row of your player area are all gather actions that allow you to collect one of the resources shown at the top of the tile. When these tiles get upgraded, however, they give you more options of what you can gather, and they also provide an environment icon toward future harvests. Each player will get to choose a special action that is unique to them, and these can allow players to do all sorts of things such as tending the land, spinning wool, recruiting extra workers, and more. After a player has used all of their workers, it will be time for the next player in turn order. Players will take 3 turns per round. At the end of each round, players must pay 1 food for each settler card they have collected. Each roof you have counts as the food you no longer need to pay toward your settlers. For each settler you cannot or do not want to pay for, you must discard a settler from your player area. Next, players look at the location of their slider, and they will produce midden equal to this number. Note that if you have any utensils each of these reduce the amount of midden you produce by 1. Now it'll be time to move into the next round where you will gain an additional worker. Each round an extra worker is added, so you'll be able to activate more and more spaces on each turn. After 4 rounds, players will tally up points for their collected settlers, progress on the trade track, upgraded action tiles, roof, stone ball, and utensil cards, and any leftover food or scale knives. Players will lose points for any leftover midden and potentially based on the location of their slider, and at the end of the game, the player with the most points wins.
Do you think way back when these people still had Scottish accents?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like caveman Scottish stuff.
What would be a
Like, oh, ooga booga kill.
Ooga booga killed specifically?
That's how you know that I am cultured.
Sorry, Scottish population.
Sorry,
for
folks.
that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Skara Brae right here. So we're gonna be kind of like very old timey.
Yeah. We're way back when. We are way back when building up things. We have our menu of actions, of course, 9 of which are the same, but we each have a slightly different 10th action.
Yours?
I chose Innovate, so this is basically going to be like a super craft action where I can craft without paying too fewer resources. So these costs that are all here, I won't have to pay. You still have to pay to take this action, so I'll have to pay the normal food or bones. But then I can craft, and then when I upgrade this, I could pay a food when I'm flipping something over to immediately take that action of the thing that I just upgraded. So that'll be pretty sweet. What do you have as your special?
I have tent land here. So again, I can pay food or 2 bones. They're all like that.
Yep.
And then I can harvest up to 3 different of these tiles. So I can't do like the same one 3 times, but I can do like these harvest actions, which again usually take like a worker to do. Or I can get rid of some midden or move my slider back just like the clean action. It essentially gives me gather and clean action. And then when it's upgraded, it's exactly the same for everybody. You can do it 4 times. So I can do all 4 of these or clean up stuff. And very useful. Because that can be a little more fast and loose with things like midden and stuff like that. You know,
that can be a little faster and loose with upgrading.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay, so per our turn order here, we have it laid out. You can either lay this out kind of to the side. We're kind of going, down like this for this, but I am first. I'm on top of this. Let's see. Do I want to pass or do I want to stay?
It's all settlers with the exception of 1 stone ball there.
That is so truth. What I'm going to do?
You got to feed your people.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I am going to take my turn, so I'll go to the right here. I'm going to take this settler.
Okay.
So you're going to go under the fields here, their little biome. And of course, you always have to harvest and stuff. So I have 1 icon, so we'll get 1 little grain, a little wheat. And now the bottom action, I can turn into wheat to get 2 wool. I think I will. I think I'm going to do that. Now, that is going to force me to slide this over because I'm going to get rid of this to get 2 wool, which means I have to make room for my stuff.
Yeah.
So, again, you want to kind of manage this and not get way over here because it takes a lot of work to
It's tough to get it back, yeah.
Okay, and then for my first action with my worker, I really want to get this upgraded as quick as I can. I need a bones and a hide. Everyone's special is always that to upgrade. Although I could do the Innovate and then cancel that cost, but I would need food and bones. So either way, I need stuff.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and gather. I'll go here and get myself a shell.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
All right, then I'll retrieve my worker, and that's me. Next up, we have in a 2-player game, our dummy character, and they are simply going to take their turn and then remove the leftmost
That's it. Just to keep
card, just to kind of keep that going. Yep.
All right, then I will go. I'm going to take this friend.
Okay.
They're going to go down here also to the kind of grain wheat area, so I will harvest first, put it in here, and then their bottom one is that I can get a rabbit.
Rabbit.
Which is great because I can get some food, get some bones going, or get a hide going, rather. Which would be great.
Okay, so that's the, you got to place your worker.
Oh, yes, indeed. So,
I was jumping
you. Let's...
Oh, also, okay, listen. Let's take a poll, chat. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things already upgraded to start in the game. Do we think Nick's trying to cheat?
Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, put in comments, honest mistake or cheating cheater who cheats.
Clearly cheating cheater who cheats.
Or liar, liar, pants on fire also works.
That was mostly from last game.
Or deceitful Nick.
Wow.
Naughty Nick works as well. Or again, honest mistake. if you have to. Fair. I think cheating
punking makes sense to me. Okay, my ball does from last.
I was just like, man, your actions look so good.
It's so awesome. Okay, I think. Let me see. I got how much? Let's just go back. Ooh, probably gonna shore up food a little bit. So let's just go back here and we'll get another like grain.
I like.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. So now we are moving on. I've cleared this row. We will simply move down here. So wherever this is in front of just shows you which row we are currently operating in. And this is the 3 turns of this round. These move back here, and you are first.
Let's go ahead and get a stone ball here.
Sure.
Boom. So this is going to give me 1 scale knife per stone ball I have, which is just 1, but I really will get 1.
Yep. So if you get more of those, obviously, you'll get more and more, and they are worth 2 points each, which is great.
Which is pretty great.
All right, dummies.
I got my worker
right, my bad.
It's easy to skip your worker
I get so excited
spots.
for the card drafting part that I forget that I also have workers.
It does happen. I'm going to go ahead and cook. Let's cook.
Okay.
So we're going to do first.
Let him cook.
I'm going to cook. I cook up to 4 weight of things.
Yep.
These grains are each 1 weight.
You have a menu again and right down here at the bottom.
Bop. Replace those. And then I cook this rabbit here. A bit of conies, and that's going to give me a food. And then a pelt of herbs and stewed rabbit. Am I right, Mikey?
Yeah, man, sounds good. Tell you what. All right. Just hit me with 1 potatoes,
Exactly. You figure out what I'm putting
We have all these resources, 0 potatoes.
0 potatoes.
Garfield.
What are you doing?
Dial
this
that
is
in.
Basically Lord of the Rings.
Dial that in. Okay, so now the neutral character is going to go. The Bing Bong's going to go, and they are going to take that card. And then I will go. So fish would give me. I'm trying to think of like what I'm going to cook straight up. I think I'm going to go here.
Stick 'em in a stew.
Where's that remix at? I'm going to take this settler here. They will go up to the shore. So I'll harvest. I can get either a shell or algae.
Algae.
Algae. I think I'm going to take a shell.
Yep. Turn it into food, maybe.
Yeah. And then the bottom here is I get a fish. Which I will do. Again, the top half of these are mandatory. The bottom half is not. But if you do the bottom, you got to do it fully.
You usually want to do the bottom.
And yeah, again, depending on how much.
Yeah, maybe you don't want to kick this over, but usually you want to.
Sure. Okay, so with my worker, I'm going to cook as well, so I can kind of just get that done. So for weight of stuff, I can cook 2 shells, which are going to be 1 food apiece. And that's going to be 2 weight.
2 weight and shells.
And then I will cook this fish. That will produce a food and some bones.
Some bones.
All right, thank you. Boop. And that'll be that.
Fish bones.
Delicious. Delicious, yummy fish bones. They go crunch, crunch, crunch. Boop. All right. Back here. Boop. To the bottom.
I kind of wish I'd kept wheat. I didn't really look at these people. Yeah. I would love to get a cow right now because it gives you 2 food, a hide, and 2 bones. But I did not keep my wheat. That's true. Should have.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I'm going to pass. I want to make sure I have first go in the next round, or potentially first go. Quicker than last. Anyway.
Yeah, which is very nice. Are that Big Mom's going to go?
They're going to go. They're going to wipe this person out.
I think I am going to take one of these friends. And so I'm going to go boom, because they're going to go here. I'm going to get 2 wheat, and I'm going to turn in a scale knife. Mm-hmm. One thing you do with your scale knives, you saw in the overview, is you can essentially do it to give yourself another one of these symbols, or you could do it, I could have multiple if I really wanted to. Yep. But I can actually get that 3 grain with a scale knife. Yeah. So I'm going to get that 3 grain, and I'm immediately going to turn it in to do their ability down here, which is going to give me a cow. Just a little bit of a cow. Don't have a cow, man.
Don't even have a cow, bro.
I don't have a cow, bro. Okay, I forgot to my work back. What do I want to do? I could cook this cow, but honestly, I have 2 people, and I already have 3 foods, so I don't really need to cook the cow right now.
Sure.
So I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah. I don't have much else I can kind of dari though. Him, and I can trade. Yeah.
Don't take my ideas. I'm going to look like a copycat, and I really don't want that.
You know, let's do this. We're going to trade. We're going to trade, y'all. Easy peasy. I'm actually going to trade this food. You can trade kind of any resource. And I need to do 2, though.
2, yeah. So whatever you choose, you have to choose the same thing.
Shoot, I don't know if I do want to do this then.
You can do 2 knives.
Yeah, but I'd want a scale knife to get this another cow. I was looking at this one where it's only going to be 1 for that bump. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to do that then.
Well, you have a pelt you could furnish if you wanted to do that.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah, you're right. Let's do this one. Because I think I need the wool, but I was right. I have a pelt. So I can turn it up. You can turn it to wool or a pelt times whatever you are here.
So it gets more expensive as you go.
Exactly. So it's only one right now. Boom. And that's going to essentially make my sets of people and then eventually your settlers more worth more points at the end of the game.
Yep.
Boom. All right. That's it.
Okay. I will go now. And I think I might... The problem is, as it stands now, I want to do this thing as well.
Yeah.
But as it stands now, I'd have to slide over to make room.
You're going to get more mid
work
right now.
to do later.
Yeah.
I think, well, although with gathering, I'm going to have to do that anyway. So I'm going to stick to my plan. I will recruit this settler.
Because you always have to take everything.
Yep.
Because you have a warehouse, you're going to fill it.
Yeah. So I'm going to get 2 wheat. I'm going to also turn in a knife to get a third.
We're trying to be frugal right now.
Yeah, we're really trying to cut back.
Do we need these fish bones? I feel like we could just say no. You know?
I like bones, though.
I like
I'm a real bone guy.
I'm a bone guy, you know?
So I do have to slide this over to make room for this third wheat, and then I will do the bottom half, turn in 3 wheat for a cow.
For a cow.
Moo, moo, cow. Thank you. All right. We're into that. I think I am going to trade. I'm going to trade. So this requires 2 of the same resource. I'll turn in these 2 wool.
Yeah, might as well.
I got the wool. I got the wool to do it.
He's got the will to do it.
I got the wool. Where there's a wool, there's a way. And then now I can turn in a scale knife to get a cow. I will do that. So
We're
I can
mimicking each other the whole time here, yeah.
get, well, you were going to, then you changed the plan.
Couldn't do it.
Which made me feel better about my choices here.
But I have 2 cows. I mean, you can now again, a cow is 4 weight. So for cooking, actually, you only do it once, but we are getting more workers, so.
Yeah, we are about to get more workers. So we are at the end of the first round. So at the end of the round here, if anyone has any end of round abilities, like the upgraded craft action would do this, we could trigger those now. Yep. And then now for every settler, so the card's over here. So things like your stone, you don't have to feed your stone balls.
I don't have to feed this stone ball. What am I going to feed it? Other rocks?
That's weird and cannibalistic. We don't do that here.
Ridiculous.
We don't do that here.
That's what Shem is saying. He's like, hey guys, we should feed the rocks more rocks. And they're like, and I feel like Sam was like, does that make sense?
Going in a weird direction. You're going in a weird direction. He's like, alligators eat rocks they use to digest food. And you're like, man, what a wealth of knowledge. But what are we doing
But when Shem strokes his beard like that, you just believe
can't
him.
help but listen.
You're just like, that's...
We're getting to the Laura Garfield now. Sorry, we're monologuing.
So every settler's one food.
Feed your people. I got 3. You've got 2. I'll feed 3 folks. And neither of us have roofs. Again, if you had any roofs, that would help offset.
Yeah, I wish
costs,
roofs are nice. There's not that many in the main deck there.
No, and there are ways if you clean to get them via this, but they're less valuable.
Then we have to get midden, which is waste.
Yeah, I'm producing 3, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was able to stay away from bopping up to that 3 spot.
Man, just making waste, man.
Yeah, man.
Making waste.
You got too many cows, man. You know how much manure you have on tap? I've got a manure factory on tap.
My crops are so freaking sweet.
So stanky?
They're so freaking nutritionalized, man. Yeah, you got wrecked.
You got wrecked.
Okay, so we've done that. We've produced, and I think we're going to the next round.
And we're moving to the next round.
Second worker. So again, our big worker kind of acts like they can go anywhere, like a grande if you're familiar with viticulture.
Viticulture.
All right, let's get some new peoples. Ooh, another stone ball.
Yeah. Last time we were playing this, Mike had like 20 stone balls.
Dude, I had my collection was so sick.
It's so many scale knives, dude.
Yeah, I was just like, come over, see my rocks. Like, I don't need to see your rock collection. I'm like, come check out the rocks.
Dude, but
I love these things. Okay, got a roof out there. Oh, that creates interesting decisions. Okay, so here we go to round 2. I think I'm gonna pass.
You can I never pass. Mike always passes.
I'm passing, man. I got thoughts that I think are smart. Maybe.
Should I get another stone ball and just get like 4 scale knives? Well, I get 2 more, but I have 2 scale knives. I get another 4. Scale knives are really useful.
They are. You can use them for pumping up those, those when you get settlers.
But I also feel like I should get more settlers. I'm going to get our scale knives. So I'm going to go knife strats. We're going to go
knife strats.
So I'm going to get 2 more scale knives because I have 2 stone balls. Boom. And then I have 2 workers, and again, you'll use all your workers. So as the game goes on, you're doing more stuff. Mm-hmm. Now let's go ahead and do the trade action that I was going to do. I will turn in scale knives as the 2 thing.
Might as well.
And then I will use another scale knife to get a cow. So I'll basically do what I was gonna do, and then Mike stole my idea, and then yada yada.
No, we don't. We don't.
And then I will go ahead and cook one of these cows. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be 2 food, a pelt, and 2 barns. Yeah. Alrighty, that's me.
Okay, the Bing Bong is going to go, and they are going to take this card, which leaves me to go, and I'll come to the top of the stack, Ripper Merch, and I'm going to take a stone ball.
Okay.
And I'll take a stone ball, get a knife. How good, how good.
Okay.
And now we are here.
The 2 workers.
I'm going to go, oh my gosh, my workers.
It's easy to forget.
I get so excited by the
Mike
card
gets very excited. He
just starts, that roof card.
He just starts cruising.
I know, sorry, autopilot. That's good, because I'm going to cook.
Let him go.
And I'm going to cook a cow, similar to you. So that's going to be all 4 weight of my hearth. So I'm going to get 2 meals. Going to get a hide and 2 bonies. Thank you. And then with my other worker, I am going to do my Innovate action.
Okay.
So I can pay any combination of food and bones. I'll pay 2 bones. Boom. And this allows me to basically do the craft action without paying the 2 resources here. I get a discount.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
I think I'm going to start off by upgrading itself.
Yeah, right.
All right. Although I do have the resources to... Maybe I could do like a craft. Nah. We'll do that. We're going to upgrade itself. Boom. So now again in the future, when I flip something over, I can pay a food to a meal to basically take that action as if I place
pretty sweet.
All right. That's it.
Okay.
Now to draft my other card.
Yes, indeed.
I am going to take this roof card.
Yeah. I wanted that one.
Yeah. It's one less mouth to feed. And then, let's see, since I have one less, could I afford to do this again? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to innovate again. I'm going to pay a combo. I'll pay a food and bones. A little blend. And I think I'm going to flip over my... I'm going to flip over my craft action. Not really so much... I don't need this for the action itself because I have Innovate. But if you flip it over, you get... right at the end of the round, the ability to cook, do a cook action. So I'm going to do that so I can kind of like know in my back pocket I can make some food right before I have to pay.
Yeah.
And then with my other worker, let's see. Let's diversify. I'm going to go here and get an algae. I'm going to gather. All right.
Okay.
That's that.
So the Bing Bong is going to get rid of them.
Okay.
So this is tough because... this card here, if I did this, what it would do is I would then get to activate this one, but I have no one there.
Yeah, see,
and I don't really want a third one of these right now. I think I might still do this because I can spend a scale knife to do at least one thing here. I think I'm just going to do it because I just don't really need a third one of these right now.
Yeah.
So I will activate this. I will get a wood.
They're in the thicket.
And then here I will spend this scale knife to be able to do this and get a stone. Just because I'm like, I don't want to like just waste that one. Okay, and then my 2 things, I think I am going to do this one. I'm going to spend these 2 barns. Do my tend land. So my tend land, again, allows me to gather and or take out midden up to 3. So I'm going to take out these 2 midden. And then, sir.
Struggle.
Keep moving away from me.
Right here, struggle.
And then my third one, let's go ahead and get, what are we looking at down here? Let's go ahead and get a wool. We're gonna essentially gather from here for that third one.
Nice.
Boom. And then I have another one. And let's go ahead and let's go ahead here and gather again. We're just gonna get another wool.
Nice.
We can maybe do that furnish action again. Okay. Last one here, huh?
Last one here, man.
Ooh,
You
I
are
get a
up.
hearth.
So we have our utensils. Again, it gives you a hide, increases your hearth, and also you produce less midden, which is great. So don't take that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Makes sense.
So yeah, when I cook, now I can cook up to 5 weight. And it gives me a hide, which is great, because I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Now turning these 2 hides, because I have to go burp like that, which is great. It's increasing my points. And then, okay, so I only have 3 settlers, so I have enough food. So I don't necessarily need to get more food right now. But I think I might cook anyway, because I kind of want the bones and such for like next round, so I can do like this more. So I think I am going to cook regardless. Does this count? It's going to turn into food. Boom. 2 bones. And then another hide. All right. That's me.
Okay. All right. I am... oh, no. The Bing Bong's going to take this person.
Bye, person.
That's okay. That's okay. It's going to be all right. I am going to take this person instead. Let's go here to the hills. They are going to collect either stone or wool. I will take stone, but you can hang on to it because I'm going to do the bottom and spend that stone to get 2 wood, ultimately.
Makes sense.
Okay. Let me think about how I'm going to do this. I am going to clean first. And I can turn in 2 or 3 different resources from the little, ones here. So I'm going to turn in a wood, an algae, and a hide.
Yep.
So 3 different resources. And that is going to allow me to basically clean 3 things. I can either clean 3 midden, slide my slider over, or some combo of the 2.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go slide 1 and remove 2 midden.
Yeah, smart.
So I can just produce less.
Yeah.
Again, you can kind of freely rearrange stuff within this area. And you also get a roof card, one of the standard ones. They're only worth 1 point, but points are points.
One less mouth to
less
feed,
mouths to feed. And that's good. So I can cook right at the end of the round, so I don't have to do that action right now. And I have a cow, so I can, I can hang with that. I think, gosh, I don't want to overburden myself.
I have begun to burden myself.
Yeah. I think I will go here and get a stone. Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
All right, end of the round.
End of the round. So right here, I can do a cook action using, like, as if I'd put a worker here, so it's a standard. I will turn in a cow. They are up to 4 here. I'll get 2 meals, a hide, and 2 bones if you could, Nick. That unfortunately does slide me back over here.
But hey.
But it doesn't, it makes it so I'm not going further, which is something. So, and I got to feed my peeps. Got to feed my peeps.
Got to feed your people.
Don't lose them.
Speaking of, go ahead and feed your people.
Okay, so I have 2 roofs, so I can basically cover 2 of the 4 that I have, and I'll pay the other 2 just like that.
I said 3 settlers, no roofs, so there's living under the stars. So it's be 3.
Beautiful thing.
Okay. And then we'll produce midden. I'm going to produce 1 less because of my utensils here, so I'm only going to produce 2, which is not too bad. Again, I kind of have a better way of getting rid of it, which is nice. It's great.
Yeah, I don't have any discounts. I'm getting 3. It's all the more reason to have just cleaned, though, so I'm not just making
keep it. Got to keep your area clean,
Yeah, you got to keep it nice and nice.
All right, we're going to get another worker here.
Yep, 3rd worker. It's also you track the rounds.
And then we're going to get some new cards.
Alrighty. So, back here, I will start the next round.
Another roof?
I kind of feel like...
I mean, it means you're really set food-wise, right? And they're each worth 2 points, too, so it's like...
I'm kind of thinking, man. I am going to do that and take a roof.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just Makes sense. Covering 3 feet, you got to give him a nice warm home.
Just makes sense.
And then I am going to do... Let's double check the upgraded version of the furnish. I do like that. I like what you've done here.
I like what you've done here.
Let's go with... Let's have ourselves a cheeky little cry.
Yep.
I'm going to go to Innovate. I'm going to turn in these 2 bones to pay for this action. And I am going to upgrade my clean action.
Ooh, okay.
And then I could pay a meal to take this action right now. This gives you more things to...
Yeah, you can potentially clean 6 things, which is a lot.
Yeah. You know what? I am going to pay this meal to be able to take this action, the clean.
Yeah.
And from the menu here, I can turn in a hide and a wood to get 2 clean actions and another roof. So let me just rearrange these real quick. I think I'm just going to go...
Yeah,
I'm going to have to immediately move them over again, huh?
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to clear 2 midden out and hopefully slide those over the slider later. But I do get a roof card.
So yet another.
Keep the shop, taking the mud, clearing it out, make a house out of it.
Gosh, man, you can feed
Mud house.
Mud house. Mud house, baby.
Get your mud house, baby.
It's a mud house, baby. Mud house.
Unrealistic kind of house to live. Actually, yes, a lot of people use mud.
Harden the mud.
There's actually a lot of arguments to say that it's better than what we do. We just make a bunch of just tinder boxes.
Yeah.
And then stuff those tinder boxes full of electrical wiring. Okay, it's a wonder that any of us make it. So I'm gonna go here and gather, Nick. I'm gonna get a wool, and I think I'm gonna use my big daddy to get another wool. Yeah. You can share a space normally can't do, with the exception of your big guy. All right, that's me, man. The Bing Bong is going to take this.
I'm gonna take this one if you want to put my finger up there. So I'm gonna get harvest 2 woo. And I'm going to actually immediately turn in those 2 woo, although I will have to bop this over first. And then I'll go ahead and turn in that 2 woo for an elk, some kind of deer-like creature. All right, and then I think I am going to, what was I going to do? I'm going to craft, and I'm going to build, upgrade my tent land here. So it's going to cost a hide and a barns. And we're going to go boom. So again, reminder, now this one I can do 4 of either gathering or essentially cleaning, which is really, really nice.
Not bad, man.
Yeah, it's all right. Speaking of, not that at all. Let's cook. I started speaking of, I was like, that's not how that works at all.
Like, I don't know where I'm going with this sentence.
Don't know. No, you know what? First, let's tend land first. So we're going to tend land. You can turn in food and or bones. I'm going to turn in 1 food, 1 barns. And then I can gather / clean / do stuff. So I can do up to 4. So let's go ahead and get rid of 2 of these midden. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a wheat and then a shell. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go bam. Bam. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I do? What was the first thing I did?
Tend in land?
Oh, no, I was going to cook first. I decided not to. Now I'm going to cook.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I see what you're
I just didn't take my worker off there. That's what it was.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and cook this elk friend. So that's going to be 1 food, 1 pelt, and 2 bones. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I got to start using some of this stuff because it's like, I want to move this thing over, but you got to have like nothing in there to do it, which is tough. So let's go ahead. We're going to go to furnish. We're going to move this over. It's ×2 still. So I'm going to turn in 2 wool and then a pelt, and that's my 2.
Nice.
Oops. And then now my sets are worth 6. I have no sets. Most of what I'm trying to do is trying to get this up to making all my settlers individually 2 points each.
Yeah. You're 1 step away from
Make that a little bit better, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, that was me.
Okay. Well, speaking of, going right back to you.
Do I do? Oh, you know, I'm sorry. When I cooked, this was only 3 weight. I'm going to cook these 2. I meant to cook those as well.
Right. And again, you can go to 5 because you have that utensil, which increases your hearth.
Yeah. This utensil reminded me of that. I'm like, ooh, do I do it again?
Yeah.
So that's 2 more food. That's what I produced there.
That's nice.
So now it's like, do I do that or since I am starting to kind of get farther and farther down this line, do I start trying to get some sets going?
I mean, yeah,
I think I might.
now they are more valuable than ever before.
Especially because I can get rid of midden stuff easier.
Sure.
I think I am just going to get her, Fisher, and I'm going to get either, let's get an algae, and then I will get a fish from her. Boom. And then we got our 3 workers again. Man, do I have... What does the upgraded furnish do? Oh, you get a stone knife.
You can get a wheat or a...
We're going to craft. We're going to spend a stone and a wood just because I already have them.
Yep.
And we're going to upgrade this. Okay. Okay, so I have 5 settlers. I have 4 food. So I need to make sure I get enough food. Because Mike's been stealing all the houses. So I do not have any houses.
Providing housing for my people.
Whatever. Yeah, we live underneath the stars. I'm turning 2 bones and do my 10 land again. So again, I can do 4 things. I will go... Let's do another grain. Let's do another shell from these 2. And then... Gosh, I'm trying to decide, like, is it better to move this back now? Inevitably have to push back out? Or should I just wait till the last couple rounds of the game and just try and clear shop and then just go and try and move it all the way back? Because you do lose points, and again, every midden at the end of the game is a point.
That's the thing about leaving it up, though, is you're producing more and more and more.
I guess that's a good point, though. Yeah,
I think there's arguments to be made for both. But it's
right, so
if you can manage the cleaning of the midden and the sliding it over, then it's not the end of the world.
I'm gonna go blurp for the last 2 and move it over. Okay, and then the last bit, I'm just gonna go here and gather a wool.
Yeah. Well, alrighty.
Alrighty.
All right, so that was you.
Yep.
Bing Bong's going to take that person. And I could take this utensil and get a hide, but I'm going to take this settler here.
Yeah, the hide also from that utensil. I'm like, oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, so I have now 2 of these. I am going to,
I will.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
I want to eat some Arby's. I will.
Go get you. They have the meats. I'm getting.
Start freaking out.
Oh yeah, big time. You know what I'm gonna do? Since I have 2 of these, I'm gonna get 1 stone, 1 wool.
Yeah.
I want to do
Stone
more
wool
things,
Jackson,
but I can. Classic stone wool
Stone wool Jackson. He used to be a sheep farmer before he was a general.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that about him.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I think I am going to. I'm going to. Man,
you gotta love the. I'm gonna, and then a heavy sigh, and then I'm gonna heavy sigh.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna trade, and I have to turn in 3 things. I'll turn in 3 wool.
Ooh.
Kaplam. I'm just not sure I'm doing the right thing there.
Hey, you're getting points.
I'm gonna turn in a scale knife so I can get the elk. Here you are. And, oops. And then I just want. I'm just wondering if, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna cook.
Convincing.
I am fine.
Convincing nobody.
I am okay. I'm gonna cook this elk. Take it out on that elk. When in doubt,
for some reason, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna cook this elk.
I'm gonna cook that elk.
This is a very funny sequence of sentences.
Can I get 2 bones, please? I'm gonna make tools with their bones. You'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I could innovate. Sure could. Charcuterie board. Tell you what. I think I'm going to furnish and turn in a pelt to go up here. We'll hide. I don't know why that's so stressful.
It's your turn again.
It's too much.
That's also one thing about
too much to bear.
The passing is interesting with the strategery because it's like a lot of times like you're going last and you're usually first the next round too.
Yeah.
So it's like this kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
I make all these decisions again.
Yes. Speaking of, so I got 4, I've got 5 people, I got food. So do I take a stony ball?
I want that stone ball, but if you don't take it, the bing bong's going to take it. So
yeah, I think I am going to go first and take the stone ball. So it's my second one, so I'll get 2 scale knives.
dude, Stone Ball Jackson.
Stone Ball Jackson.
Back when he used to play basketball.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So
he used to call him Stone Ball Jackson.
He was not an offensive player. Stone balls every day, just brick.
Hey, man, a free throw in his life.
Nope, nah. He never met a free throw he could make. Okay. I am going to do this. I'm going to go here and do a gather. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me check the upgraded side of this. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to innovate. I'm going to spend 2 bones, and I'm going to upgrade this gather action. Boom. To its upgraded side. Because now if you go here, you can either get a rabbit or a stone and a wool. So you get more bang for your buck. I will do that. And I'll get a stone and a wool.
It's like the gather spots are kind of like slightly less sexy seemingly to upgrade, but you're like, but that getting like a rabbit or something like that is like food. It's a pelt.
Yeah.
It's like that's juicier than it seems.
Not always easy. Nice juicy rabbit.
Yes, juicy rabbit. Give it to me raw.
I think on that note, I am going to go here again using my big worker and get that rabbit.
Yeah.
That wascally wabbit.
And it's an or, so you can't get both, but it's like, God, that's great.
You have more options.
Yeah, it's
more
great.
options.
All right, so Bing Bong's going to take them. I was probably going to take this one, unfortunately. But I think I'll take this friend.
Okay.
Get a third one of this one. Gosh, I got to get some more. I want to get a pasture one here because that way we can get a set going.
Sure.
But I'm going to take them. It's going to give me 3 wheat, and I can turn that 3 wheat into a cow. I'm going to do that. I'm still going to have to bop this over again for the 3 wheat I would have gotten, but I'm going to turn that 3 wheat in immediately to get a cow here.
Sure.
Okay, so I have, how many? I have 6 settlers. I have 4 food. So I have no houses, and so I have just needed space for food. So we're going to cook. My cook level is 5 again because of my utensils. So we're going to cook this cow, and let's go ahead and cook this wheat. And so that's going to give me 3 food, 1 for the wheat, 2 for the cow. We're going to get a pelt, and then 2 bones. I'm going to push this over again. Oh, starting to get scary.
I know.
Yeah, needing 6 food is tough because it just takes a lot of space in your warehouse. And the thing is, like, you feed your people at the end of the round. So at the end of the game, if I need to have like 10 food in there, my thing is going to stay. I can't push it over only so much. So there's a kind of a weird, there's an interesting thing with that. Okay, so that was a 5 cook. Oh man, tough. And the problem is I can't use this food until I feed. It's a very, you only needs some roofs, but the only place to get roofs is here, and I don't need to clean. So it's like this weird kind of situation where you're kind of like, it would feel kind of like a waste to do that.
Sure.
Let's go here. We're going to get rid of these 2 bones, and we're going to gather. I think I'm just going to gather all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and get a shell. Let's get a wool. Let's get a wood, and then we'll get another grain here. So I'll bop this over again. Oh, this is getting scary, man. I am not liking this.
Pushing that slider
Not
late
liking
game.
this.
Man.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go furnish here, though, because we're still in the ×2 area, and so I can still do, boom, 2 wool is 1, and then a pelt as the other one.
Yep.
And then now my sets are worth down to 2, but now all my settlers are worth 2 on their own as opposed to 1.
Yes, the interesting thing is the complete sets go down again, but every individual, and for your situation, that's more valuable.
That's good.
So.
And then I can also get a wheat or a scale knife. I think I'm going to get a scale knife.
Sure.
Because I was getting a bunch of stone balls, and then it stopped.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my lord.
Okay, feed your peeps. I've got 4
Well,
roofs.
you can cook if you need to.
I don't need. Well, I mean, I guess I could. Will it add to?
I just cook that rabbit.
A rabbit won't add to my thing, so I will do that cook action.
At least do that.
So it's going to be a food and a pelt.
Yeah. It's not going to push your bar aside.
Yeah, that's the main thing I didn't want to do. But so that's pretty good.
Saves you in action.
All
right, now I have to feed 6. Boom.
I have to feed 5, but I have 4 roofs, so I have to pay 1 food.
Oof, this is going to be interesting. Look at all this.
It is, Nick. It really is.
I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about my situation here. Right. Okay.
You got a whole nother round to go, man. It's going to be okay.
So scared.
Listen, it's going to be all right. I'm going to try to find some stone balls for you. It's going to be so awesome.
Well, I need roofs is what I need. I need to not have to keep food in my inventory. There's not very many roofs in that deck, to be fair.
There's not. There's like, I think, 8 or so.
Yeah.
So. I have taken a couple of them. All right, man. Here, the good old-fashioned way, man.
Yeah.
Make a lot of food.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah, there's literally none. So, okay, cool.
Sorry, folks. But you are first, though.
Yeah.
You are first in this final round. We have 4 workers now, so you have a lot you could do still.
Yeah. I think let's start this set. So, boom. I'm going to get a wool for the gather. You know what? I'm going to spend the stone knife. I'm going to get a second wool. Essentially, pretend that I have an extra one of those. Because I do want to try, because I do have a lot of villagers. Like, well, if I have a lot of villagers, therefore I have a lot of food, I need to get this thing up to like the max, which is going to be, I think, kind of tough to do, but we're going to see. And then the bottom here is I can run my wood row, which means I'll get 2 sticks as well, which is great. Okay. I think I am going to do a clean action. Again, I could do it kind of cheaper here, but I want to do it here because I want the wood.
Right.
So I'm going to turn in a grain, an algae, and a wood. 3 different ones like that so that I can clean a bit. So I can clean up to 3. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get midden.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry about that. Sorry, folks.
So I only get 3 because I do have a utensils here. So I'm going to actually just clear... I'm going to clear this 3 midden that I should have already had anyway.
Okay.
And then I can get a roof, which means it's 1 less food I need to keep in my inventory, which is grand.
1 less food to worry about.
1 less food.
Nice.
Ooh, Riley. Ooh, Riley. I'm going to go here, gather another wool. I need a lot of wool / pelts. To get this. We also do need food. Your boy's freaking out. Your boy's freaking out.
I'm having a panic attack.
Your boy's freaking out. It's a fun game. I'm going to go here and cook. I'm going to cook these 2 shells in this fish that is 4 weight. Just get this food. Make sure I have the food, and then I can kind of figure out my life after that. So it's going to be 3 food, and then 1 bones from the fishy. Brink. Last one here. I think I'm just gonna get another wool. I think I just need to make. I need to make sure I do this because that's gonna make all these settlers worth it, or at least more worth it. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Nicely done.
I don't know about that.
All right. Big Bong's gonna take this utensils, and then I will go. I'm gonna take this brand. All right. So I have 3 settlers here. I will use a scale knife to get to having 4 icons. And take 4 wheat, 4 of these grains, which does make me have to push up my thing barely. Oh, that's a bummer. All right. But I want to do that because I want to spend 3 to get a cow. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah. I almost took that one just for that reason alone, but I'm like, I really don't need another one of these yellow people.
All right, so there is that, and then I'm gonna start off by cooking. I'll cook this cow. So,
it's just funny the concept of cooking a whole cow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cook up this cow real quick. Like, how much time do you have? So there's that, 2 meals and a pelt, some lovely resources. Ooh, right on that line. Okay, I think I am going to Oh, man. Let's see. Let me think of how many resources. I want to clear some space before doing something that might make me gain.
Right.
So if I have a pelt. Boom. Boom. Need a wood. Food, pelt, grain. I'm trying to see if I can do a clean action. Well, I could do that. I'll do that. I'll do a clean action. So I'm going to turn in 3 different resources. I'll turn in a pelt, a wheat, a little grain, and a food. Whoops. Which will give me this middle tier so I can clear out 4 things, 4 midden or sliders, slider bumps. So I think midden's all worth a negative point a piece. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Kind of reset and see where I could. I'll go 3, 4. Like that. Bring it in a little bit. Okay. And then I am now going to go here and do a gather action. I'll get a stone and a wool. Wool and stone. For my last thing, I'll go to my Innovate. I will pay these 2 bones. And I'm going to upgrade my trade action. Boom. And then I'll pay a meal to take that action right away. So I'll do that. My next space, I have to turn in 4 things. I'll turn in 4 stones. All at once here. Scooch forward.
Nice.
And then now you don't have to turn a knife. You can turn in any resource of the upgraded version to...
Because scale knives are worth a point at the end of the game if you have any.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn in this hide to be able to get the sheep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's your turn again, so keep cooking.
Man. All right. Let's see. So I'm trying to think. I didn't work on furnishing much. I'm trying to think of, like, would it be worth it to try to press and get up to...
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm really trying to get to the top here, but it gets V expensive.
It sure does, man. It sure does. Okay, so we got settlers as far as the eye can see. So I can also be thinking about food. Like, I do need to feed. I've got a decent amount of roofs, but I do need to feed folks.
Yeah,
I didn't get my roof from cleaning, so that helps.
Getting
does help.
Very worried here about that.
We've got a nice, lovely shape to cook up. Let's do this. Let's go here. I'll take this settler. That's going to give me 1, 2, 3, and this action's upgraded, so it gives you an icon as well. So I have 4. And I know I'm going to do 2 wool. I'm just thinking I think I'm going to go 4 wool. I'm going to go all wool. All wool all day.
Yeah, not bad.
All wool all day. And then the bottom half gives me a rabbit. I will take that. I'll take a little ribbit. Yummy, yummy rabbit. All right. So there's that. And I think I'm going to cook first. I have a sheep, which is 3, rabbits 2, so I could do 1 of these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the sheep then. Darn, because I can only have 4. I don't have utensils like you. I wish I had an opportunity.
It does
to
make
get
it nice.
One, but I didn't do it. But the sheep will give me a food, a pelt, a bone, and a wool. A little bit of everything. Does that push me over? No, barely. Whew. Really try not to scooch.
Yeah, I'm getting... Yeah, worried about that. Worried about that.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to trade. I'm going to turn in 4 wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all be the same resource. To bump up this, I can turn a scale knife to get a rabbit. I will. Okay. Boom. I will go here and furnish. So I will pay 2 wool and a hide, a pelt, to go up to here. And then finally, I suppose I will come here and cook again.
Yeah, right.
Because I have 2 rabbits are weight of 2, so I could do both of these rabbits, and they'll each give me a food and a pelt.
Yeah.
So that'll be me.
All right, Bing Bong's going to take that card.
Sure.
And then I'm going to take this one, which I will get 2 here. I don't really care, honestly, between shell. I guess I'll take the shells just because I can cook them. Boom. And then I'll get a fish. Okay, so I need... Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 settlers. I'm going to get another one.
Yeah.
So I need to have 8 food in my inventory, which is a bummer.
We have 1 roof, so that's accounting for that. You still need 8? Wow.
Yeah, because I'm going to have 9 ultimately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have the food. So let's go ahead and leave that person there because I'm going to cook. I have 5. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to give me 3 food. And then a bones. Burp, 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 burp. Let's go ahead and go here and spend these 2 bones. Oh, yeah, man, this sheer amount of food I have to keep in my warehouse here is gonna really hurt, I think.
Might be worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. It's gonna be interesting. So I will go ahead. Man, this is tough because I don't have any mid neither. So I'm gonna gather here and get a wool. Oh gosh, I don't think it's gonna be really hard here. Because I want to get back over to here, but it's like I have to do times 3 times 3 to get all the way over. And it's just like, that is going to be hard.
Yeah.
But we will see. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Okay. So, boom. Is there anything else that's like really useful here to get? I guess I'll get another shell. I'll get a grain. And then for my last one, I'll just move this over. It's going to bump back over right now. But I honestly just don't really need the wood. And I don't really want to like... get it for like absolutely no reason. Sure. I am going to go ahead and get another wool. That gives me 6 so that I can do this, which will be 6. I want a pelt because it just makes it easier, but it's like, there weren't any like rabbits or anything I could easily get that would have given me a pelt.
For sure harder to acquire.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And so really, really rough. So it's boom, that's going to bump me up here.
That's already huge, though.
Yeah, it's a big difference. And then I can get a scale knife or a wheat. I will get a scale knife. Alrighty, and then that is me. Okay.
All right.
I need 1 more food. Okay.
1 more food.
I need to do this because I need to make sure I at least get 2 full sets. Because if I'm trying to do all this, I need sets to make this kind of thing worth it.
Yep.
So... I now have 2 of these. I think I'm going to turn to this scale knife to get a 3rd one. And I'm trying to decide, should I do this? Yeah, I think I am going to do this. I'm going to get 2 stone from this, turn it into a sheep. And then for the last one, I'll get another wool.
Nice.
Where is sheep at? Sheepy. Okay, there's that. Okay, can we do it? Let's see. We're going to go to cook. We're going to cook this here sheep. Which is going to be, what is it? It's a pelt, another wool. I think I can barely do it. Bones and food. Man. Is this all worth it? I don't even know. I do not know if this is worth it.
It's going to be worth it, man. It's going to be worth it. You're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy you did.
So that was 3. I could make another food. I think I'm going to. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 1 roof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1 more food than I need. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay this bone and 1 excess food. And I am going to gather... I think I'm only going to gather from here because I really don't need the other stuff or really even want it. And then I'll move this, push it over. I'm just wasting 2 of them, but I think it's going to be worth it. We're going to go here, get that last wool. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. And we're going to go here. And we're going to turn in 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 of the ones I need, and then a pelt will be the last one. We got there. I don't know if all of this was worth that. I mean, I have 2 full sets, which is 12, and then I have 9 settlers. It's going to be 21 points. No, not 21.
That's going to be 30.
30 points. Yeah. So that's a lot. I don't know if like all of this and stuff is worth it.
Well, think about the I feel like you did. I think you did well.
It's what I was doing this game, right? So we gave it a good old shot.
All right, the Bing Bong.
I just wish I could do a clean act to get this back over, but like, because my thing's gonna be like empty by the end of the round. But it's gonna be like,
once it's done. I'm gonna take this settler.
Yeah, I figured get a set going.
Get 1 set at least. I don't have any scale knives to use, unfortunately, so I'll just get the 1 wood, but it's something. Okay, so let's just start with what I know. I'm going to go here. I'm going to furnish. I have to pay 2 portions. I will use 2 of these pelts to go here. So at least my sets are worth more. So I'll do that. And then I'm going to...
So I could have gotten a scale knife. I'm just going to get a scale knife.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a point.
Yeah, for sure.
Forgot to do that there and there.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to turn in a bone and a food to take my Innovate action. And I'm going to upgrade... I'm not sure if it's going to matter a ton. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to be doing. Is there anything I'm not thinking about here? I think I'll just upgrade my cook action. In case I do cook, I can cook for more. Because now the hurt.
That's 2 points, right?
So it's 2 points anyway. So I knew I wanted it for the points. Okay, so I've got a wood. I think I'm going to go here, get an algae. And then... then I'm going to go to the clean action. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to think of mouths I got to feed.
Right.
All right, I'm going to do a clean action. I'm going to use a meal, a wood, and an algae. So 3 different resources gives me 4 clean actions.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get that all the way over, huh, pretty much?
Pretty much. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go... Let's see, this would be here. I can go 1, 2, 3. Or I can go 1, 2, clear 2 midden.
It's going to be the same, because you're going to get the 2 midden back.
Yeah. So I think I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then with my 4th, I'll remove...
Which you'll still get back, but it's...
a midden, but yeah. But it's, less.
Hey.
And then I get a roof.
Yeah. Oh.
Whew. Okay. All right. My actions.
Hey. And so you can cook one last time. You have to 2 cook.
Yeah, nothing to cook. I have 6 roofs and 8 folks. I'll pay these last 2 foods. So I won't be saving it for points.
I have 1 roof, 9 folks. So I gotta do all that.
There you go. Okay, so we're at the end of the game. So we are going to gain points for various things. Let me go ahead and pull up the phone for calculating purposes.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our phones for calculating and this, but just know that by the time this comes out to you, this game will be in the Garfield Games scoring app, which has all of their games, which is very easy to score. Highly recommend you download that and use it.
Yes.
It's easier than what I'm going to do here, so no worries. But okay, end of the game. So okay, first thing we're going to do is check your furnished track, where you're at, and then your settlers. So for me, each of my individual ones will be worth 1 point. I have 8 of them, so I'll get 8 points, and I have 1 set of all 4 colors, which gives me an additional 6 for 4.
Getting that 6, though, is useful.
Oh, it's definitely useful, yeah.
So at the very top here, so each of my settlers is worth 2, and then my sets are worth 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it's going to be 18, and then I have 2 sets, which would be another 12, so it'll be 30.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But I think that's the only place where I did better than you, so we'll see here.
We'll see. Okay, the trade track, you'll just get the points for here. I'm on 8 points there.
1.
Okie dokie. Okay, so now everything that's been upgraded, all of our actions.
I'm sorry, I didn't get my midden.
Oh, neither did I. Sorry. Produce midden. Sorry. because we are going to lose points.
That's why I was like, oh, I don't have any mid. That's great. I'm like, no, Nick, you definitely do.
We'll get to that in a moment. So any upgraded actions, any of your times
I only have 2, so I got 4 points. I didn't do that very much.
I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of them, so I'll get 12 points. Okay, cards from here. So your roofs, your utensils, your stone balls, add those up.
7.
7 for Nick. I got 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. Any food and scale knives in your storage?
I got 1 scale knife. That's
I got nothing. Midden, each midden loses you points, so I'm going to lose 2.
Okay.
And then if you lose any points from your slider.
And with a clean 40.
I ended up with 44.
Yeah, I was like, I think you're going to
points.
eke me out. I don't think, the whole time, like the whole second half of the game, I was like, I don't think this is going to be enough to offset the other stuff that you were doing. And the fact that I had to have so much food in my warehouse, I was like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I need like an end of round cleaning ability. That's what I really need. Because then I'd be like, boo, 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 all the way over.
Yeah, I mean, you did. Yeah, I guess having to have so much food on hand really.
Well, and it's also like one thing about the tend land action here is it allows you to do the clean action, but you don't get the roofs for doing it.
Yeah. Right.
So it's kind of like, oh man, it's arguably better than this one because I can do other stuff with it, but you're not getting the roof action.
And you never had to slide your slider that far over because you're able to clear out your junk.
Yeah.
But you weren't getting those, auxiliary.
Yeah, it was a close game regardless.
Yeah, I ended up getting 4 roofs that way. So, I mean, that was like the majority of what I got. So, GG, man. I like your society over there. I think it's beautiful.
Hey, it's nice.
Your people are
it's
very
happy,
balanced, Very balanced. And that's all that really matters at the end of the world is just nice harmony with nature, man.
So that was
boom, Skara Brae, baby.
Indeed, yeah. Close game. Ultimately pulled it out. I was like, I don't know if the strategy I'm going with right now is going to be really.
Yeah, you might have dug yourself in a little bit, and then you dug yourself out really, really well. But maybe one thing here, one thing there, kind of led to me getting just a couple more points. So.
All right, that is Skara Brae. Make sure to check out the Kickstarter. Go follow it down below to check out Skara Brae and Anarchy as well.
Absolutely,
which will be part of that campaign. And thank you so much for being here. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching that playthrough of Skara Brae. Big shout out to Garfield Games, who sponsor the Brothers Murph as a whole and are sponsoring this playthrough. And a big shout out to Gems of Iridacia, who are sponsoring us for the month of August. Make sure to check out Gems of Iridacia on Kickstarter out in September. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.